Hi, this is Rich Gal, and it's a pleasure to have you consider me for one of your American Board of Periodontology director position. This candidacy is simply a part of my effort to continue to serve. I do this because I care about our profession. Our specialty needs to stay strong. The way we do this is by maintaining mastery of our specialty skill set and push to expand our scope of practice with science and technological breakthroughs. Maintaining this high standard is what the American Board of Periodontology does for us in terms of protecting our turf. Many of you know me as a trustee and a past AAP president. But just prior to that, I was an ABP examiner for 1 year before I was called to service by our membership and the AAP. Having completed these commitments, I now want to continue to care, continue to serve, and continue to give back now as one of your ABP director. And now we have some questions for me to respond to. First, why are you running for this position? As I mentioned, I care and I give a damn. The American Board of Directors cannot simply be good just at proctoring board exams. Their more important task is to be visionary about our future. Being able to see and take advantage of opportunities to move our profession forward is very critical if we are to survive as a specialty. An excellent example of this is the fact that the ABP recently was able to have us to be finally recognized as having expertise in dental implant surgical procedures. That is why we have that credential on our board certificate. We are the first and the only one to have accomplished this. This is thanks to the action and the work of the directors of the American Board of Periodontology. This exemplifies how a proactive approach can move the profession positively forward. My experiences working with the public, the academic communities, the ADA, and as one of your AAP leaders have given me the skills and experiences necessary to work with these various interest groups. It is only with this type of collaborative care and collaborative approach that we can continue to move our profession forward. The next question, some feel board certification has become rather costly. Nonetheless, how will you encourage even more periodontists to become board certified? The financial investment for me and for many of you were probably a little bit costly, and as we were all starting our practices. But the real cost was the investment of time in preparing and studying for exam and maintaining our credential. But really, is anything that is worthwhile not worth some perseverance, determination, sweat, time, and yes, a little bit of cash? The reason why we should pursue getting boarded is simply to continue this journey toward mastery of our skills associated with our specialty and to be recognized for this. We went into periodontics to master diagnosis and management of periodontal conditions and to gain the skills associated with dental implant surgeries. To be boarded is to attest to the healthcare profession and to the public of your mastery of these skills. To stay boarded, you're required to continue this learning and developmental process by staying current with the literature and technology. It is only through this type of professional developmental process that we can continue to define, protect, and expand our scope of practice. Next question is, so how have your experiences prepared you for being a director of the American Board of Periodontology? My experiences include 8 years as a general dentist and 30 years as a full-time periodontist. I face every day the clinical choice decision-making and ethical judgment over these 38 years. This is what I'm bringing to the table. Additionally, I continue to teach and work with dental students, postgrad perio and pros residents at UC San Francisco and University of Pacific. I was the chair of the Council on Dental Research and Development for the California Dental Association. Additionally, I was one of their past component past president, and a past trustee. I've been a delegate and reference committee member at several of their ADA House of Delegates. My resume includes serving you as one of your AAP trustee and being one of your past AAP president. And lastly, I've been on the advisory committee for the Journal of Periodontology and a founding advisory editorial member for the Clinical Advances in Periodontics. These experiences have taught me how to move a project forward. So what are my goals? As I serve you as a ABP director, I want to be visionary and be constantly looking for opportunities to promote the periodontal profession and to expand our scope of practice. Lastly, how important do you feel board certification is for this specialty, and why? Board certification is absolutely necessary for our continued existence as a specialty. So where do we need to go from here? We need to establish more return on investment for why we became a diplomate. This is one of my objectives. I want to make being a diplomate an accomplishment that is recognized and appreciated by the public and the dental profession. I look forward to working with my fellow board directors to broadcast this fact and to further explore future return on investment. Why? Because we want to make this experience worthwhile for you. In closing, I want to thank you for listening to my views and perspectives. Given my past history and resume, I have already proven myself to be a leader that fulfills deliverables. I look forward to working with my fellow ABP directors in moving our profession forward. I want to thank you for your time and for your consideration of my candidacy. Thank you.